Alright, Candy Diver didn't get enough to promote to a 5-star promotion. So I'm just gonna work with what I have right now. I'll just get some more later. But as of right now, from the initial gacha that I got to do, we're gonna get up to a 4-star. Of course, we're gonna level it up to a level 70 here. And here we go, the skill powders. And there we go. And that is going to be a 15-second cooldown skill here, guys. And that is going to be the Candy Diver's pretty much stat as a 4-star, okay? Now, the biggest thing here, though, is for us to go and upgrade some of the Amplify buff toppings. And before we get back into the video, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to be LD Player. So like I shared before in one of my previous videos, I let you guys know that LD Player actually recently got an upgrade all the way up to LD Player 9. And I gotta say, with the new upgrade, the emulator became so much more stable and the overall gameplay experience has increased significantly. And I want to let you guys know, if you guys are planning to use an emulator for your Cookie Run gameplay on your computer, and you guys are looking for an emulator, then I highly recommend you guys try out LD Player 9, and you guys can find the link down in the description to download LD Player 9 yourself on your computer. And once again, the emulator is completely free. You do not need to put in any of your personal information to download the emulator. All you need to do is click on download LD Player 9 and sign in with your Google account in order to just download the games that are linked to your account. Anyways, guys, without a doubt, one of the best emulators that I've used so far. So without a doubt, it is going to be my top recommendation if you guys are searching for an emulator. And once again, thank you LD Player for sponsoring this video. I took some time and gold to try to get 5 Amplify buff toppings, just because of the fact that this cookie does utilize Amplify buff. So here we go. Let me go over the skill real quick for you guys. 15-second cooldown. Deep Sea Diver is the name of the skill. So the skill description is basically what I have shared and what it is written on the patch note, except for the grayed out part here is going to be the numbers that we are going to be working with. So regular attack defense reduction is going to be 7.5% for 10 seconds, and it can stack up to 2 times, which means that the defense reduction, it can be maxed out at 15%. All right, and then the regular attack damage boost, which is the damage amplified, all right, what they're gonna take is gonna be 10% or 5% for 10 seconds, and it can be stacked up to 2 times, which means that it is going to be capped at 10%. And then there's a super success rate. So whenever Candy Diver does use its skill and dives into the bottom, there's going to be that, it's gonna grab a relic, right? The super success rate in grabbing a super relic or a very good relic is going to be 10% plus whatever your amplified buff stat is. All right. However, the thing about this right here is that the amplified buff stat right now for my toppings, even with 5, is not even 20%. All right. So we'll see how good this super success rate is. All right. However, the catch here is that failed super success rate carryover rate. So if this cookie does not use a super success rate, all right, then this cookie is actually going to carry over 15%, which means that right now, if I have this cookie with a substat of 20% amplified buff, then it's going to be a 30% without any carryover. If my first skill does not happen with the super success, it does not bring a super success, then it is going to carry over, and the next skill is going to have a 45% of that, that super success rate. All right. And then next one, regular relic HP healing, it's going to be 80% healing. Okay. This is at level 70. And then the siren statue. So if the relic is going to bring up a siren statue, then it is going to increase the amplified buff effect for all the cookies by 15% for 10 seconds. Pirate Sword is going to increase the attack of all the cookies by 10% for 10 seconds. Anchor is going to increase the defense of all the cookies by 15% for 10 seconds. And then the rare relic, which is going to be that super success, I believe is going to be the Black Pearl Shell. All right, that is going to heal all the cookies by 20.1% every 1 second for 7 seconds. Increase the amplified buff rate of all the cookies by 15% for 10 seconds, and increase the attack of all of the cookies by 25% for 10 seconds. So I think this cookie could go two ways, guys. You can either go with the full-on cooldown in order to use the skill a lot faster and try to rack up that, that carryover and try to do it that way. Or you just use an amplify buff topping and then you just go and, try to have that super success rate right away. All right, so let's go into the world exploration real quick. That was a long reading of the skill. So let's just see real quick how it works out. And because of the fact that this cookie cannot be used on its own, so this is what happens if you use Candy Diver on its own, okay? But if you guys try to do this, right, if you only bring in one, all right, safeguarded cookie in your team, then you're gonna see right here, this is gonna be the error message that pops up. So your cookie can't consist of safeguarded cookies only, all right? You need at least one cookie who can fight. So this is what happens. Some of you guys asked what happens if you only use one safeguarded cookie in your team. Just, it's gonna be like that. All right, so yeah, let's just bring Squid Ink in here. I don't have the magic candy yet. All right, so I'm just gonna bring Squid Ink, and we'll just see how it goes and see how this turns out. All right, here we go. So as you can see right here, there is no HP bar. Okay, there's no HP bar for this. There's that Spirit of Abyss. There it is. So looks like right now that Candy Diver does not do damage. Yeah, Candy Diver does not do damage, guys. So attack stat is only going to increase the amount of HP, all right, or the healing. So there's nothing like that that's gonna happen. So here we go. We're gonna go into the and use the skill, and that's the statue. All right, so that's gonna increase the, I believe, the amplify buff rate. Yep, there you go. And here we go, another skill, and that is going to be the sword. Increase the attack. So that was the second time we failed. So we're gonna have that carryover, right? And then now should be the pearl. Yep, that's the pearl. And now we get amplify buff as well as attack up. So there you go. We're just gonna keep attacking. You see the weakness. The weakness is the amplify buff, guys, or amplify damage. So defense down and amplify damage, which is gonna be 10% with the 15% in this case. Let's just put it at auto now. Just let them use their stuff. There's a statue once again. Hey, why aren't you using the skill? There's that. I don't know why Squid Ink wasn't using their ability. Weird. Okay. But you can see the healing is not bad. Periodic healing. It's healing a good chunk. 23,000? That's a lot of healing. $23,000 again. If it crits, 23,000. 12,000 without crit. So it is a good amount, right? That was a one-time heal. So there's that one-time heal, which is like 50,000. All right, and we're not gonna beat this because time runs out. But just to see how it turns out, right? So if you guys go here, you can see 0 damage. No damage is being dealt by Candy Diver. So Candy Diver is literally going to be an extra treasure. It's practically just working as an extra treasure that is moving around, doing all these extra debuffs and buffs to your team. I think that's what someone kind of compared it to, like an extra treasure or an NPC, really. And you know, they're not wrong, right? So they're not doing any damage. They're not taking any damage. All they're doing is really buffing and debuffing the enemies. But now the real big question is, how good is it going to be within the arena, right? So we're gonna go and put in Candy Diver here. All right, here we go. Let's try this out. See how this works out, guys. All right, so practically I just switched out Dark Cacao with Candy Diver here, and seeing if this works out and see if it does anything. right? So Financier with 5 of the Swift Chocolate here. Focusing on the 17.3% cooldown. We got Captain Caviar with 3 Serene Raspberry, 2 Solid Almond. Black Pearl with 5 Swift Chocolate. I got Cream Unicorn this time around with 10% cooldown. And focusing on damage resist with crit and 1 cooldown. And then we got 5 of the Amplified buff right here. And you can see Amplified buff stat is really like 18.8% really here. Okay. And then the treasures are exactly going to be the same. So here we go. Let's see inside of the arena and see if there's really much difference. All right, guys. I Master 3 here. We got Wildberry, we got Espresso, and let's see if this is going to work out. All right, I am going to put it at 1.2. So we got Financier, Caviar. All right. So you can see that. You can see Candy Diver, it literally doesn't even move. It's just standing there, just going. No stun. It doesn't, nothing happens to it. Okay, so right now for that one in particular, right, it's just mainly because of the fact that, you know, our cookies are a bit higher stats than theirs. So I feel like that's the reason why we won. But let's see the healing done here, and you guys can see that the healing done is not bad at all either. All right, so almost 1.9 million, so almost close to 2 million healing done here. And then you can see Cream Unicorn is going to be doing that 3 million healing. The only thing that I really wish, and I know somebody commented this too, but to really see how much you know, extra damage that some of these cookies did because of the Amplified buff, or you know, because of something like, you know, the defense down, or the damage amplify because of the debuff that Candy Diver is actually doing. All right, this time around we got a wow, this one is gonna be a bit tough here. I feel like this is gonna be the Sea Fairy Espresso one. So let's see how this works out against this team. Here we go. So a good thing about this team is gonna be that even if my cookies get stunned, for sure Candy Diver is still gonna be able to use its skill, right? So even though my cookies start taking damage, my Candy Divers can still use its skill and heal my cookies, right? So right there. So normally I would have lost that probably because of the fact that, you know, I would be completely stunned by the Sea Fairy, but because of the fact that Candy Diver is immune to all damage, all debuffs, and stuns, Candy Diver actually went down and brought up a relic, healing my cookies and preventing them from dying. All right, at least healing them a little bit. So you can see that it kind of counters, in a way, these kind of stun comps that comes out like really quickly, especially that 4-second start Sea Fairy. Because normally, right, if this cookie was something like Content, if this cookie was something like Herb, or any other cookies, right, I would be stunned, and majority of the time, all of these cookies right here without good damage resist would have been dead because I would have gotten combo by Sea Fairy, I would have gotten combo by Espresso Stun, and then the Black Pearl would have come and finished it off. But that wasn't the case this time around. All right, so this time around, we got the Caramel Arrow comp here, speed comp. So let's see if we can beat this comp with the Candy Diver. All right, here we go. We got Eclair and Black Pearl on the enemy team. So we got the Amplified buff here. Candy Diver coming down and healing right there. Oh my gosh. Not gonna lie, I really feel like this cookie is so busted. Like, not because of how like massive the healing is, how massive the whole like just stat is, just the fact that this cookie can't be stunned or debuffed or whatever it is. It doesn't even die because, and it won't even take the feather, right? So without a doubt, the feather is going to be popped by either one of the damage dealers or maybe Cream Unicorn. So I just feel like this guy is just so busted in that way. All right. So 1.2 million healing here. Of course, Cream Unicorn is going to be the main healer, but I just feel like it just allows my cookies to survive, deal extra damage, and all of that stuff without having to, you know, really focus on Candy Diver actually dying and not being able to do that. All right, so we dealt with the burst comp with the 3 DPS. We got to verse some other comps. We got to verse Caramel Arrow comp. Now we got a Wallberry Financier Feather comp. All right, so let's see how well we do against this one. We got Black Pearls right away, man. We got to attack. 25% attack. That's 25% attack, guys. Look, like, because Candy Diver is not the one dying, like, my Caviar came back and then literally took the feather buff. Candy Diver going in again, and another pearl. It's like literally having like 3 extra treasures in your pocket or in your team. Like, that's literally what I feel like it's doing. It's like having an ice cream as well as a little bit of a weaker version of Eclair. Eclair skill, and then also having heal. Like, it's like having all of these like treasures, like effects being added into one cookie. Like, it doesn't die. All right, so I gotta definitely say, maybe not an absolutely broken cookie, especially for the world exploration, just because you're kind of missing out a lot on the damage aspect, because you're not doing any damage with Candy Diver. But within the arena, I feel like working alongside Cream Unicorn, there's a lot of benefits of actually having this cookie, just because of the fact that this cookie is going to be able to just dodge every single one of these like stuns and all of that stuff. All right, and be able to heal your cookies, buff of your cookies, and also do some extra debuffs to the enemies. All right, so of course, right now, this is just the first impression as well as first testing. Not even a 5-star promotion here. Like I said, my toppings, I don't know how it will work out with 5 Swift Chocolate. I'm just working with the 5 of the Amplified Buff toppings here, Sweet Candy. And so, yeah, we'll have to do more testing on it. But as of right now, just because of the fact that I can just slap it onto this team right here and having it work out, I think that is going to show you guys that this cookie is definitely going to be used inside of the meta. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be testing more, and I'll share more of the teams when I do find some more, all right?